Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for June 26th, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, 6 and 3 here. We can place the 3 in this box, and in fact, we should just look at the rest of the digits in this box because it's a triple. We have 1, 2, 3, we need 4, 5, 6. This 5, 6 looking in tells us this is a 4, and then this is a 5, 6 pair. All right, so now this 6 looks down, the 5, 6 pair looks down. There's a 6 in one of these two. All right, I did take a glance to see where 6 could go in this row, but it's pretty open. Let's see. So that's the 6 and the 3, I guess. 1 and 5. Actually, you know what? We have this 5 looking in, and the 5, 6 looks up. So it does put 5 in one of these two. So let's take care of that. How about this 9, 8? We've got the 1 and the 6 looking through. Now, if we look down here for buddies, we can see we have the 1 as well. So these 1s cross in this box. And then this 9, 8 occupies 2 more of the spots 1 can't be in. And so we get a 1 in one of these two. This is a really nice pattern to look for. It's pretty easy to look for it as well, where you've got 2 digits in the same box sharing a row or column, and then that third one is open. And then you look for something looking through that open cell, like this 1 here, and you look for a buddy in the 2, in this case, the 2 columns that these aren't in. And you end up with this 1 and this 1 crossing, eliminating 1 from 5 of the cells in the box. And then the 8 and the 9, because by design, we found digits that didn't touch that 8, 9. They occupy 2 more, leaving just 2 cells remaining for that digit. And that is going to point along with this one. This one looks in, putting a 1 in one of these two. Alrighty. 6 and 2. So we have these two 2s looking in. Puts a 2 in one of these two. I'm not seeing anywhere else in this column for 2. Let's see. Does anything look past this 6, 2? The 8. Yeah, so we have the 8 and this 8 and this 8. Oh, so we can just place 8 in the box. That's very nice. These 2 8s look up. This 8 looks in. We can place 8 in this box. These 2 8s look in. Puts an 8 in one of these two. How are we doing on 8s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have an 8 in one of these two, and then we have an 8 in one of these 3. Okay, so these are the 8s that remain. It's this typical L-shaped pattern that you'll see a lot. All right, 2 and 6. So what am I actually looking for here? Something looking through this 5, 8 could be nice. It would just be the 4 actually, or the 9. Oh, the 9, yeah. The 9 looks through, this 9 looks down. Puts a 9 in one of these two. Those 9s point down with this 9, placing this 9. Lots of crossings today. Let's see. Any other geometry of note? 1 and 3 here. 7, 8. Anything for this box? Unfortunately, I don't think so. We have the 8s marked. Okay. I think that's it for geometry. We didn't really find any real geometry, just some like really obvious like other deductions as I went through. But we're going to go more systematic now, band by band. So we've got the 3 here. That's taken care of. We've got the 6 here. That is also taken care of. We've got 1, 5, and 8 here. Looks like we took care of all that as well. And then the 8, 9 here. We took care of that. Okay, so I mean, we caught a lot of this already. We have the 2s, we have the 6, which doesn't have a buddy, unfortunately, and then the 8s are done. We have the 5 and the 8 here. Okay, so these two 5s look up. This 5 looks in, puts a 5 in one of these two. And then over here, the 1 and the 3 have buddies, but the 3's already done. But the 1s look up. This 1 helps, puts a 1 over here. Okay, I really think that's, we have some low-hanging fruit in this band, though. This row is down to 3 digits. We have 1, we need 2, 3, and 9, it looks like. 2, 3, 9. So I can just write that out, 2, 3, 9. We know that's not a 2, and we know that's not a 9. So 9 looks down. So 2, 3, 9, and then we've got... I don't see anything else to do here. I guess this column we could take a look at. We need a 2, 3, 4, 6. So this sees 6, this sees 3, this sees 2. Okay, so this seeing 2 is the most interesting because that means 2 is limited up here for the column. And that's going to do what's called claiming, because this column needs a 2. It's going to end up in one of these 3 cells. Wherever it ends up, it's also going to be in this box, just coincidentally. And so that means we can't put another 2 in the box. We can't put a 2 in any of these cells. And that's new information we didn't know. So we've eliminated 2 from these. I don't know that we can do anything immediately with that. We don't know much about 2. But let's see. We can then just pencil. I don't think this bottom cell sees anything, but we can pencil the digits and then clean it up. So we need a 2, 3, 4, and 6. That's not 6, that's not 3, and that's not 2, which is what I pointed out earlier. All right. Okay, let's move on to this last band. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot to see from scanning today beyond what I already saw. So one of those two. The 3, 7, and 8. We do have the 2 7s. And this 7 looks down. Puts a 7 here. These 2 7s look up. Puts a 7 up here. All right. Anything looking down through here might be interesting. It would be, just looking over here, we already have 7s. So it would be the 4 or the 9. So yes, the 9 looks down, this 9 looks in. Puts a 9 in one of these two. That points in with this 9, putting a 9 in one of these two. We do want to look for 9 in this column, but yeah, as I suspected, there's plenty of places. You're mostly like going to find it when you have a bunch of givens already placed in the rest of the column, but it doesn't hurt to look. Okay, so I want to look at, I think that covers everything. Yeah, I want to look at this box, which has 4 digits left. We need a 2, 3, 6, 8. So we know this isn't 8, neither is this. So these are from 2, 3, 6. Top one's not a 3 because the 3 over here. And then 2, 3, 6, 8. I think this can be any of them. All right. This row is down to 2, 4, 6, 9. We know this isn't 9. So this is 2, 4, 6. Oh, it's not 2 either. What's that? This isn't 2, 6. So this is 4, 9 only. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else to do here. This column is down to 4 digits. We need a 4, 5, 6, 8. This can't be 5 or 8. So this is 4, 6. And that, oh, it can't be 6 either. Sorry. I was going to say that makes a 4, 6 pair, and then we get the 5, 8 here. But this is even better because this can't be the 6. So this is a naked 4. Can't be 5, 6, or 8. And then that makes this a 6. That makes that a 2. That places 2 in this box. All right, and then this column is down to 5, 8. That's not a 2. All right. What else we got? This is 4, 9 pair now for the row. We don't need the 9s cornered. Okay, I just got a bunch of digits. Let's make sure I follow up on them properly. We got this 4. So the 2 4s look down. This 4 looks in. That places this 4, and then now there's only one place for 9 in the box. This is 2, 5, 8. Oh, we have the 5, 6 pair looking down, and then we also have this 8 looking down. This whole column then is 1, 2, 7, 8. This top one can't be 1, so it's 2, 7, 8. This one can't be 8, so it's 1, 2, 7. And this one can't be 8, so it's 1, 2, 7. All right. This column is down to 3 digits. We need a 2, 5, 9. The 9 can only go here in the column, so we can place that 9, this 9 cell here. And this is down to 2, 5, but I don't see a restriction on that. Let's see. Any low-hanging fruit to follow up on? How about digits I placed? I placed this 9. So 9's in one of these two. We do want to look for 9 in this column. It can be in 3 places, all right. No good there. What else do we have then? I got the 9, I got the 4. I think I followed up on the 4. I got, did I get this 3? I'm forgetting which digits I got. Some of these digits maybe. The 4 and the 9 we took care of. How about the 7? We got this 2, so this is just down to 3, 6, 8 now. 9, 2, 8, 3. This column is down to 1, 3, 6, 7. This can't be 1 or 6, so this is down to 3, 7 only. This can't be 3, so it's 1, 6, 7. What do we have here? 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, this can't be 4 anymore, so this is 2, 3, 6. Not amazing. There's got to be somewhere I can look that's just like, this puzzle feels like it's close to done, but maybe there's still like a deduction that's non-trivial here. Let's see, I got this 2. I wonder if that was something I should have followed up on. I don't know. I kind of want to look at the rest of this box. We got this 4, 9 pair. Yeah, I guess 4, 9's already looking in, but well, let me think about this. We need a 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So the 1 and the 2 looking down means these are down to 3, 5, 6. Oh, and they're not 6 either. Ooh, that's nice. How did I miss that? All right, 1, 2, and 6 look down, making this only 3, 5, and this is a 1, 2, 6 triple. So the 1's here, and then we get the 2, 6. So the rest of this column then is 4, 7, 9, I think. Oh, and this can't be the 4 or 9. Yeah, the 4 or 9 looks in, so that's our 7. If you don't have the red marks on, then you just go and scan each one. It's just saving me a little bit of time, making sure I don't make a silly mistake. These are I know these are live solves, but they're also intended to be instructional. And if I just sit here missing like an easy deduction, then it's not much of a walkthrough. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 6. This can't be 2. This is 1, 3, 6. But yeah, I mean, if you don't have the red marks on, or you choose to turn them off or using different software, like you can, you would pencil it and then you would look, you would scan again to make sure you do what the red marks are doing. 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, something I'm noticing, which I'm not going to use. I don't use uniqueness in these solves. In a similar vein, I wouldn't use a skyscraper or an X-wing or a Y-wing or whatever, swordfish. Even if I saw it, I would explain it, but I wouldn't use it. And the reason for that is that these New York Times hard puzzles do not require techniques like that. And so I like to boil this down to, these are the set of techniques that will allow you to solve every single New York Times puzzle. And there are more advanced Sudokus, but the New York Times specifically filters that out. It's always solvable with this small list of techniques. And so I want to show how you would solve it using those basic techniques. But also, if I do notice something more advanced, I don't always notice when there's an advanced thing available because I'm not really looking for it. But if it's obvious like this, I will show it. But in addition to that, this does introduce a new axiom into the Sudoku rules that isn't technically there. And you got to be really careful about that if you're not sure whether the publisher is following this rule. But generally, a good Sudoku, if it's logically solvable, also has only one solution. So if it had more than one solution, you could not logically achieve any solution. Because you would hit a wall where, oh, this is possible and this is possible. You could not be able to eliminate anything. And that's because what you have produced is the union of all possible solutions. And then you'd have to just pick one. You'd have to be like, well, let me just make that a 2 and get that solution, right? That's not a fun puzzle. So a valid Sudoku in general is going to have only one solution. And so we can actually use that as an assumption while we solve, if we are presented with a Sudoku and we're confident there's only one solution. And so in this case here, that in general, that's going to cause what's called a uniqueness technique. So this is the most basic uniqueness technique, called the unique rectangle. There are more advanced ones. A really popular one is bug plus 1, but I've never seen an opportunity to use that in these puzzles. But anyway, bug stands for by value universal grave. It's kind of a fun name. Anyway, so what am I talking about here? Well, you can never have this pattern here in a Sudoku with one solution, because we would have a 4-9 pair in this row. We would have a 4-9 pair in this row. We'd have a 4-9 pair in this column, a 4-9 pair in this column, a 4-9 pair in this box, and a 4-9 pair in this box. So how would we ever resolve this 4-9 pair logically? And the answer is we cannot. There will not be a 4 or a 9 placed anywhere in the grid that could possibly tell us how this 4-9 resolves. So there would be 2 solutions to the puzzle. 4's here and 9's here, or 9's here and 4's here. Both would be completely valid solutions that wouldn't affect the rest of the grid. So the rest of the grid could be filled out. We'd have these 4-9 sitting here, and that's called a deadly pattern. And so what we need to do is we need to avoid deadly patterns, which means we already know that these three cells are 4, 9. So that means we're not allowed to make this a 4 or a 9. We can eliminate 4 and 9 from this cell. I don't know if that's actually useful in this puzzle or not, but we're not going to use it. But I just thought I'd point that out because it's sitting right there. This happens all the time in Sudokus and can really shortcut your solve if you're interested in doing that. I personally like to prove that the one solution I came up with is the only solution, and you cannot do that if you assume one solution. All right, anyway, let's continue. We've got, let's see. And by the way, these patterns can happen if you're given one of them, at least one of them, right? If this was a given 4 or given 9, then this could easily resolve as that. But because we weren't given, we know that's not true. Let's see. 9s are pointing. Did I miss any pointing? There was a lot of like pointing and stuff. So I'm wondering if I missed any when I was penciling. Oh, here, this box here. We need the 2s to point because 2 can't be here. So 2's in one of these two. That's going to point right, making this not a 2. So this has to be a 6. So we end up with this 1, 2 pair here. This is not a 6. 6 is down here. So what's that do for me? I got this 6. They look up. The 6 looks in. Puts a 6 in one of these two. Not immediately helpful. Maybe that wasn't enough. Let's see. This is 1, 3, 6, 7. I think it can be any of them. I'm not seeing any more low-hanging fruit that we haven't looked at yet. This 3, 5, this 1, 2, 4, 9. It's very suspicious, but maybe one of these digits I got recently I didn't follow up on properly. When we get this crowded and I get a bunch of digits at once, it happens a lot. 1s, 2, 8. So yeah, we know the 1 and the 7 are, hold on. Something's, oh no, never mind. Something felt off about this, but it's because I wasn't seeing this cell as empty as well. Okay, where should I look? I need to look somewhere. 2. We've got the 8. No, 8's done. The 1. I'm trying to see how this column may be affected by certain givens. The 7, yeah, okay. So I missed these 7s. That's what happened. I don't know if that's good enough, but the 7's in one of these two. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything, does it? I'm just gonna look at every blue digit and see if I missed any buddies. So we got the 9 and the 4. We've got the 7 and the 8. So I just got that 7. We've got the 4 and the 3. 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything with that. What about this 3? 3 is in one of these 3. Yeah, doesn't really do anything. 4, the 8. Our 8's done. 8's are not done. We're still down to those 3 boxes that we had last time we looked at 8s a while ago. Okay, so the 2, those 2's are done. We have them marked up here. All right, 6 and 7 and 4 and 9. Yeah, the 4 9s down here are known. 6, 7, 8. We have the 2 and the 9 here. Yeah, okay. I don't think I missed anything obvious then, or I just missed it again. Either way, I need to look somewhere in these empty cells, I think. I don't know that I missed. I guess I could look one more time at each row and column and just make sure I didn't miss an obvious pair or triple. Well, I guess it's not obvious at this point, but make sure I didn't miss a pair or triple. Either way to put that. 1, 2 pair, 3, 6, 5, 8. This is suspicious, but I don't think it does anything. 5, 6 pair, 1, 2, 7, 8. We already know the 1 7's up here. 2, 5, 5, 8. 3, 9, 1, 2. Okay, so it's looking like, let's see, let me finish first. Remember, these aren't 2. Oh yeah, we are placed the 2, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. 3, 6, 8. All right. It's looking like I didn't miss anything from what I've marked, so I think I just need to mark more. A good way to kind of pinpoint cells that may be restricted is to look for cells that aren't corner marked. So for example, we know this cell isn't 1, 5, 7, 8, but we also know it's not 6, 9. So that's already 6 digits that it isn't. So it's already down to 3 digits at max. And I'm actually seeing it sees a 3 as well. So I think this is just 1, 2. Oh, it's not, sorry, not 1. So it's 2, not 3. Oh, 2, 4, I think. And that should be it. It sees 5, the 6, 7, 8, and the 9. All right. So 2, 4, that's promising. We have a 2, 4, 6 here. We have a 2, 5 here, but I don't think we get anything from that. Did this get anything from the column? 8 and 6. Just the 6. So is this 2, 4, 6 then? Let's double check. It's not 1. It could be 2. It's not 3. It could be 4. It's not 5. It could be 6. It's not 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we get a 2, 4, 6 triple in this row. Very nice. So this is the one that I get the most comments saying, I don't understand it, or if I explain it, I finally understand it. Thank you. So I do explain this every time. This is the naked triple. And the reason people get confused by it is they're expecting a naked triple to act like, or I guess it's more like they're used to the naked pair and can understand that, like this 4, 9, or this 4, 9, this 3, 5, this 1, 2. But scaling up to the naked triple makes you think you need to have all 3 digits penciled in all 3 cells. But I don't have a 6 penciled here, so does that somehow break the logic of the naked triple? And no, it does not. Eliminating a digit from a pattern can never make the pattern weaker. It'll either preserve the pattern as is or make it stronger. So, and you're welcome to think about that if you'd like, but the logic can't be ruined by eliminating options from the cells involved in the pattern. All right, so, but let's go over the direct way that we can think about this naked triple. These 3 cells that I have in green must have 3 different digits in them because they're all in the same row. You can't repeat digits in a row. So I need 3 distinct digits, 3 different digits, 1 to put in each. So what digits am I going to put in there? Well, this says to only put 2, 4, or 6 in me. This says only put 2 or 4 in me. And this says only put 2, 4, or 6 in me. So notice, of all the digits I mentioned, I only mentioned 2, 4, 6. I didn't mention any other digits. So this is all 3 of them are requiring one of the digits from the set 2, 4, 6. And this one's even saying, don't even give me a 6. Give me the 2 or 4. So it's more restrictive, but that doesn't matter. What the point is that I need to put a different digit in each of these, and each of these are requiring to be from 2, 4, or 6. So as soon as one of them takes the 2, now they can only have 4 or 6. As soon as one of them takes the 4, now there's only the 6 available. We have to place the 6. So it's 3 digits available, and we have to put them in 3 cells. So we're going to use up all 3 of them. And by using up all 3 of them in these 3 cells, that is going to eliminate 2, 4, and 6 from the rest of the row. Because no matter what order we put them in, if I do 2, 4, 6 like this, if I do 2, 4, 6 like this, if I do 2, 4, 6 like this, no matter what happens, the rest of the row can't be 2, 4, 6. They're going to use the 2, 4, and 6. There's no other option in some order. And so that's going to eliminate 2, 4, and 6 from this row. So this can't be a 2, making it a 5, and this can't be a 2. Oops, can't be a 2. And this is going to be only 1 or 7 because we just placed a 5. All right, that 5 does make that an 8, which then makes this an 8 because let me just do it this way. There's only one place for 8 in the column now, and that makes that 2 and 5. So these columns finish. We get the 3 and the 5 here. We get the 3, 8, and 6 here. This is a 9 and a 3. Let's see. This can't be a 3. Right, I'm going to unhighlight these. Don't need those highlighted anymore. Okay, so we just got a whole lot of digits. This 3 looks up, placing 3 in the box, giving us the 7, giving us 1 and 6. I think it's just finishing now. 2, 4 pair, that's our 3. All right, we can place 6 in the box. We get the 7, 2, and 1. We get our 1 here as well. We get our 4 and 2. That's 5. That's 6. That's 4. That's 5 and 6. That's 9 and 4. That's 9. 1, 2, 7. This can't be 1 or 2, so this is a 7. So you'll notice this ended up not being 4 or 9, for what it's worth. This is not that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 1. That's 9. This is a 2. 1, 2, 3. We have 4 and 5 here. So that's 4, that's 5. We have a 3 here. And then over here, we need 4 and 7. That's 7, that's 4. And we're done. All right, cool. Well, yeah, I had some divergences there. That's what the long solve mostly is. But yeah, I just had to pencil a few other. It was interesting, the 2, 4, 6 triple. I had to pencil these two, which I didn't have penciled at all, but they were quite limited. And once I saw that this could only be 2, 4, I was like, wait, this only being 2, 4, the only thing this adds is 6, and that would make a 2, 4, 6 triple. So just confirmed that, and that was a nice spot. So basically thinking, hey, I wish I had this triple. Sometimes your wish is granted by looking at cells you haven't penciled yet. All right, cool. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, then why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.